I remember Family Video had like 2 copies of the game, and I ended up unlocking the retry mode on both of them because I rented them so much. Do 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 do. Ruff is almost dead. That's no good. Bonk. Do 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 do. There's that bridge we can't get across. And I remember the owner of the video barn. I actually traded him some crappy pirate game for Final Fantasy IV. He totally got ripped off in that exchange. But of course that would end up being what really got me into RPGs in the first place. So that was a pretty historical moment for me, I would have to say. Bum 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 bum. I forgot to heal you, Ruff. What am I doing over here? He ran away like a coward. What a loser. We wanna go back here. No, 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 no. It's the happy music now. This town really had it rough. Tough, not rough. What am I talking about? And there's nothing we can do to change that. But we've taken care of the leader of those machines, so its future is looking brighter. Maybe. So they got started on the repairs. It looks better already. Wow, look, everybody seems really happy. A little bit. How you doing? Thanks awfully. It's jolly nice of you to have avenged my husband like that. He fell in that last battle, you see. Sorry to hear that. And crikey, what a fall. Tripped over and cracked his noggin something awful. But he's back on his feet now, though. All's well that ends well, eh? Oh, God. What's that? Oh, I see you thought he... Oh, golly. Ha ha ha. How awful. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and you must think I'm the very limit. You are the very limit, madam. You are so the limit. I can't for the life of me fathom how you managed to defeat the evil genius behind the automata. You're not part automaton or something, are you? Not that I'm aware of. Those automatons are all gone, but my baby brother still hasn't come home. That's a shame. How I fear the awful pounding of metal footsteps that heralds those blessed brutes' approach. But that's all over now, isn't it? Maybe. Yes, of course it is. I can sleep easy at long last, can't I? Sure. Yes, you're right. Peace is here at last. I must go back to living my life. The way I want to live it. Watching Lancer streams. Well, look who it is. It seems a thank you is in order. Much obliged to you for saving the kingdom and all that. Absolutely smashing stuff. That sounds kind of cool. Manage not to get yourself killed, eh? Capital stuff. Dying's never a good idea, you know. Yeah, probably not. Dun-dun-dum-bum-bum. What are you doing dawdling here? You're wanted up at the castle, aren't you? Maybe. Hiya! This is for my baby brother. Take that, you rotten automaton. Undergoing sustained assault. Human aggressor detected. Self-defense protocol disabled. What does that brat think she's playing at? She owes her life to my darling Ellie. You all do. It's a bally automaton. You mean one of the blasted things survived? But how? Silence, you blithering saddle geese. You owe Ellie your lives. And besides, I've rejiggered her neural matrix. She's entirely harmless, and quite lovely if I do say so myself. Listen, I know an automaton when I see one. And that's a ruddy automaton, alright? A tin terror, a clockwork cad, whatever you want to call it. All I know is that one of the things that wounded my poor husband... I see a dog in the background, by the way. Take this, and that, and this. Oh, I give up. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Ending their video game rental service? That's no good. I don't really blame the people here. They don't know what Ellie did for them, and she is an automaton after all. Poor old Autonomous. He's just saved everyone's lives, and this is what he has to deal with. Ellie isn't the enemy, she's our friend on Facebook. Okay. So that pink automaton is called Ellie, I believe. Can she really be on our side? I do hope so. Manage not to get yourself killed, eh? Capital stuff. Okay, shut the F up, dude. You know. Okay. Okay, just shut up, dude. Shut your mouth. Wah! I miss my baby brother! Wah! So, this pink automaton that helped us out, as I understand it, our chum-autonomous didn't actually build it. That's right, isn't it? I don't know. What if his tinkerings untinker themselves, We'll be for the high jump, then that's what. Whatever you say, dude. I hear you gave the blighter who was controlling the automaton a jolly good show. When Captain Goodwing came herring by earlier, on looking frantic, I rather feared the worst, you know. But it seems he was just keen as mustard to let the king know what had happened and catch up. I was jolly relieved when I found that out, I can tell you. Scratched up? I don't think that really happened to me much. Maybe on rare occasions. Oh, the armor person's gone now. But I was gonna freaking, you know, do stuff. Buy that shell armor. Now I can. It sucks. But I can sell the bronze shield. For some money. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. We could definitely use a stay at the inn. Because Ruff has pretty much taken a beat down, man. Okay, settle down, you. It's a puppy! Do-do-do. How you doing? Hee. Now that things are peaceful again, I can go back to doing my job with a smile. Okay. Alrighty then. How you doing, man? You've done me a great service, you know. Thanks to your efforts, I can finally get my little show back on the road. Ah, but I'm forgetting something. As long as that bridge to the northeast is broken, the road doesn't bloody well go anywhere. Dash it all. That's a shame. Somebody needs to fix that bridge. Where's that dude from Lufia? I bet he could do it. Get him in here. He knows what's going on. You really stole my thunder, you know. I was all set to knock 7 bells out of those automata and earn the praise of my superiors. But I mustn't despair. I vowed to my fallen friend that I would become captain, and that I shall do. You mark my words. Have fun with that, you turd surfer. The fallen can finally rest in peace thanks to you. Okay. 2009. 870. 479. Kiefer and Maribel are close to gaining levels. And Ruff pretty much always is, by comparison. I just hiccuped. It was pretty sweet. And a little sexy. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So now we want to head back to the castle. Then we can finish this arc of the game. Anybody down here? Do-do-do-do. For all anyone knows, a new enemy as bad or worse than those accursed automata could strike at any time, which is why I've devised an unbreachable defensive wall to be built around the town. Now to get my plans approved. Oh boy. The real challenge is still to come, you know. It's going to take us a long, long time to recover the carefree spirit we once had. Liette River auto grinding trick. Aw, yeah. I remember I would always grind in the forest outside of South Figaro until like all my characters had over 1,000 HP. Completely OP. Now we're at peace. I'll wager tummies will soon start to rumble. I'd better roll my sleeves up and get cooking. I remember I stayed home from school one day, and I just, like, grinded the entire day. That was a good time. Do-do-do-do-do. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. So we're done here. Na-na-na-na. Back to the castle. Yeah, this way. Do 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 do. Fine, you wanna fight? Let's fight. Bring it on, punk. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, one shot. Goodbye, sirs. Do 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 do. Bum. 9,000 HP. The only bad thing about that is then you would lose all the stat upgrades from Espers. Bum bum bum. There's an automaton. I thought we killed them all. Back to the castle. This is a castle, but it's not West Ham Sandwiches 1. Well, if it isn't you, our hero has returned. No need for false modesty. The captain has already regaled us with tales of your daring-do. My daring-do? I can't say I'm surprised, of course. Didn't I always say you and your chums were a plucky bunch? Ha 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 ha! The captain went herring off towards the throne room not so long ago. I'll warrant he was on his way to see the king. I rather think you could do with heading that way too. No doubt his majesty will be impatient to congratulate you. Cool. So it's back to the salad days of peace and tranquility, eh? Almost sounds a little dull when you think about all we've been through. I knew you'd do it, me old chuckaboos. I believed in you from the very beginning. Just goes to show the Almighty really is watching over us, eh? I'm Canadian. I'd better remember to pray to him once in a while. Heh. Oh, who knows where they came from? Who knows where they've been? But they're the greatest heroes this world's ever seen. I say, it's much easier writing chirpy odes to victory than it is penning those boring old dirges of death and defeat. Yeah, well... I simply had to sneak out of the castle and get a glimpse of our heroes. And there was me thinking you were just a gaggle of common or garden mercenaries. You were wrong, miss. So very wrong. I shudder to think who would have become our beloved kingdom if you hadn't come to the rescue. You're regular bricks, you know that? We shan't forget you. I almost thought he said Hicks. I was about to grab the belt. Now I took a bit of a blow to the head back there, and I fear I may still be a little slow on the uptake. But I just saw the captain walk past with a pink automaton in tow. Is it me, or has the world gone stark raving barmy? Pretty much. OP, even for late game. Ah, there you are. The king is upstairs. Well, off you go. You wouldn't want to keep him waiting, would you? I think I would, actually. Guy's kind of a jerk, really. I heard you took that automaton ringleader down a peg or two. That's bang up to the elephant. Really first class. I'd love to have gone a round or two with the rotten muck snipe myself. I'm sure he'd have nobbled me, but what a story I'd have to tell. Yeah. And so the war draws to a close. I'm glad my prayers were not in vain. Okay. Get off of the screen, clicker. What's your freaking problem, man? Ah, there you are. I was starting to wonder where you'd got to. Probably watching them Carlton Sheets infomercials, huh? Captain Goodwinding has been telling me all about your little adventure together. Capital stuff. Just marvelous. Ahem. Oh, and you too, Goodwinding. Brothers too, of course. Thaddeus, Autonomous. You brave heroes never once stopped straining your hearts, nerves and sinews, and you fought true and brave. You have done our beloved kingdom proud, and on behalf of myself and all my subjects, I would like to thank you most sincerely. Thank you for your kind words, Your Majesty, but I was merely doing my duty. You said duty again. Now, your efforts above and beyond the call of duty. You said duty a third time. Deserve a reward. If it is within my power to give it, name it, and it shall be yours. I do not require baubles or gewgaws, Your Majesty. To serve king and country is more than reward enough. Tell 'em. I would ask that you bestow any reward you feel due to me, to my brother, and these brave soldiers in my stead. I don't want anything from you people. I hate you people. You suck. In fact, I don't think I can stand another minute of this tedious rigmarole, if you'll excuse me. Well, Autonomous, wait. He doesn't like you people. That's a shame. Ahem. If I may proceed, for your gallant band's services to the kingdom, allow me to present you with this. What? Is it a gaming PC? This knife has long been a treasure of the royal family. It possesses the power to paralyze enemies as you strike them. I am certain it'll serve you well. Cool. We get the poison moth knife. That sounds exciting. Okay. At the risk of repeating myself, I would like to once again take this opportunity to thank you all. Our kingdom is in your debt. Thank you, Your Majesty. Now, if I may be excused, I got some episodes of Chrono Trigger Plus to watch. Okay. So we got a poison moth knife. It's pretty cool. Oh, look at that bad boy. This knife may paralyze its target from time to time. Maribel can have it. She's the only one that can have it. Attack up by 5, style up by 6. Of course, you won't be able to attack groups of enemies, but it does paralyze, so it might not be a bad thing to put on. We got a poison moth knife. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Look at that bad boy. Look at the bad boy! Look at it, damn you! Okay. Good times. Did you hear that? That knife's some kind of royal treasure. It's very generous of King Faraday, I must say. A treasure of the royal family, eh? I wonder if my old man's got weapons like that one stashed somewhere in Estard Castle. Probably not. Okay. Thank you, Lancer. You may go. Shut the f up. Allow me to take this opportunity to formally relieve you and your companions of your duties. He said duty again. As soldiers of this kingdom, we can't possibly ask any more of you. Damn right you can't, and you better not. Bad things are gonna happen. His Highness actually has time to sleep these days, which means I have to keep the royal bedchamber in tip-top condition. No rest for the wicked, and you certainly are wicked. So I think we can go down into the basement and talk to the princess and what's-his-face. You and your companions have our most heartfelt thanks. Coolio. I just saw autonomous Goodwinding and that Ellie device he associates with going down those stairs over there. What the blazes is he still doing with the thing? If you ask me, it's outlived its usefulness and should be broken up for scrap. Dude, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Just settle yourself, alright? Shut your mouth. It's this dude. If there's anything duller than lookout duty, I've yet to hear of it. Perhaps it's time I went back on the road as a sword for hire. Maybe. Maybe that would be best, huh? Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So the old underground bolt hole didn't prove to be much use after all, as it turns out. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Thanks to you, things didn't get so desperate after we had to use it. Yeah, well. There's always something. Always something. How you doing? I wonder if the king will ever have cause to use his hidey hole again. You said hidey hole. Okay. Whee! Let's go over here. Voices can be heard on the other side of the door. So you decided to name your new automaton after Ellie. Go ahead, laugh. Call me a sentimental old fool if you like. It matters not a jot to me. I do not think you a fool at all, but I do think you may have not yet made your peace with what happened. It was an accident, Autonomous. I am quite sure Ellie did not mean for any of this to happen. Oh, spare me your empty speculation. I can't forgive her, and I shan't forgive her. She left me, ran off, and left me all alone. And now you console yourself with the company of an automaton in her stead. And what if I do? She won't go running off without a by your leave. She won't die on me. Oh, yeah? So that's kind of a little extra scene there. You don't actually have to see it, but you can, so... Call of Duty? What the beep? What the freaking beep? What's going on in the kitchen here? I suppose it's time I made myself useful around here. Righty-ho. Let's see what we can whip up, shall we? Why don't you make me a cheesecake? I have a feeling we're going to be busy in here for the foreseeable. Now that we're at peace again, the troops' minds will be back on their bellies, and golly, these boys can eat. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Okay. How you doing? What's the princess doing chasing after that autonomous cove? I do hope there's nothing untoward going on. Oh, there are so many untoward things happening. You don't even know, sir. You don't even know the beeping half of it. I'll tell you what. So it's back to the salad days of peace. Okay, shut the hell up, dude. You just need to be quiet over there. Lookout duty today, lookout duty tomorrow, and so on, ad infinitum. Yeah, well. Someone's gotta do it. And I'm pretty sure Stand Up Adventures isn't gonna do it, so... Looks like you're gonna have to do it. And you're still singing the same song. I don't care what you have to say. I shouldn't like us to become too complacent just yet. Who knows when the next threat to king and country might rear its head. Yeah. You never know, man. Newfie Bonga could just try and take over at any moment. You just don't know. Well, that's for the old mercenary rounds, these parts then, eh? Somebody mentioned something about tootling over to the officers' mess. Perhaps we're finally gonna get paid. Yeah, that's a clue. If you go back and talk to what's his name, promptly Wallop, you'll get paid some money. You're not really told about it, but there it is. It is a thing. So I kind of want to get paid. I want some money, man. I want some of my Taco Bell money. That's what I want. How's it going? You and your companions have excelled yourselves. We are deeply indebted to all of you. I shudder to think what would have become of our beloved kingdom if it hadn't been for you. Probably would have been destroyed. You have carried on your duties. He said duty again. In service of king and country with grit, fortitude, and an unimpeachable sense of fair play. Allow me to furnish you with a small reward in recognition of your efforts. We get 1,200 gold coins. Very nice. Of course, this isn't to say we wish to sever relations entirely. If ever the kingdom is in need, I hope you'll be back promptly to report for duty. You just won't stop saying it. And I'm studying the map again. Old Autonomous really is a capital fellow. If it weren't for his mechanical tinkerings, we wouldn't have stood a chance. I can't for the life of me work out why some people feel so much animosity for the old boy. Not that I dream of asking the man himself, you understand. He isn't the most approachable of chaps. Yeah, he's not exactly a friendly individual. Alright. So we're done here. Of course, now we gotta go back into the present and check this place out there. That's just kind of what we have to do, man. Man. Repair, man, and such. You don't have to freeze everything. We can't all be proctologists, you know. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. This is a castle, but it's not Lewis Black's one. Okay. Do 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 do. So we want to go this way, right? He's chasing me! You can't chase me! Can't do that on television. You can't even do that on the Speed Network. I think there's a Speed Network. I think that's where they show races. And other such shenanigans. How dare you do 1 damage to me, you she-slime? Aha! 1 shot. Defeated. I'm defeating enemies. It's over this way, I think, isn't it? I think that's where the warp is. Yeah, there it is. I can see it off in the distance. I'm keeping my distance. Woo! Back to the present.